Hello again, this is Isaac from MasterGMAT, and here we're going to look at another MasterGMAT sentence correction question, and this one is a little bit long, so for those of you already familiar with us, you can already try the question first. Those who don't know us, well, you can pause the recording for 2 minutes to solve the question, then unpause it to go through the explanations with us, and get a little bit insight into how we attack these kinds of questions. So you can pause the video for a couple of minutes or so starting now, and then unpause it when you're ready. Good. So let's do this. According to the MasterGMAT work order, our first step is to read the sentence and to locate between 0 and 2 grammatical errors in the original sentence or the underlined portion. So here we go. Christine Collins has not been a popular American cultural figure until the release of the 2008 film Changeling, which tells a story that is both shocking and captivating even today. So we have to look, obviously, for a grammatical error first. That's the first order of business. And then what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate any such errors from the rest of the answer choices, meaning any answer choices that contain the same error, we can eliminate. So let's take a look. Already from the very beginning, we see that there's a verb. And this verb is in the tense of the present perfect. And so we already have to check something about tenses over here. So we have the present perfect has not been. However, we see here that we have until the release of the 2008 film Changeling. Now, what this tells us is that the has not been is actually in a finished past. Not only that, it's an action that finished before a previously finished action, which was the release of the 2008 film Changeling, which means that the present perfect is just not appropriate here because the present perfect is for actions which are still relevant or going on today, or for an action in the past whose time origin we do not know. Therefore, we can get rid of anything that contains the same present perfect error. We can get rid of A right away without rereading, of course. We look at B, not the same error. C, not the same error. D, has not been, same error. We can right away get rid of that. And E, not the same error. So we got rid of A and we got rid of D. Great. Now the next order of business is to look for grammatical errors within the rest of the answer choices. Let's start with B. So let's look at B. It says, had not been a popular American cultural figure until the release of the 2008 film Changeling, which has told a story that is both shocking and captivating even today. Now let's pay attention. Correctly, this answer choice basically fixes the present perfect and puts it in the past perfect. Why the past perfect? Because we have a finished action, had not been a popular American cultural figure, before another finished action until the release of the 2008 film. Now obviously the past perfect here isn't explicit, but the release of the 2008 film is indeed an action which took place, and before that we had another action, had not been. Therefore had not been is properly in the past perfect. However, let's pay attention. It says here, which has told a story. What tense is that? Exactly, it's still the present perfect. They change it to the present perfect. However, the present perfect, let's look for a time clue. And all the way over here we see even today. So even today is a time clue, and if it's even today and it's a finished action, it should not be in the present perfect. It should be simply in the present. Therefore, we can eliminate B as well. Now, let's take a look at C. C, again, we don't have to read so much the beginning because we know that the past perfect is correct over here. Had not been a popular American cultural figure until the release of the 2008 film Changeling, which tells, back to the present, a story that is both shocking and captivating even today. So here we don't seem to have any tense issues, nor do we have any other grammatical issues. So we keep it. We got rid of D already. Let's go to E. E says, or E states, had not been a popular American cultural figure until the release of the 2008 film Changeling, which tells a story that is both shocking and captivating at the same time, even today. Okay, so we don't seem to have a grammatical issue over here at all. So what do? We have C and we have E. Well, just for the sake of clicking on the answer choice, let's take a look. Now, of course, we have our nifty time awareness tool, which helps us become more aware of time as we practice more questions so that we don't get stuck in the real exam with taking too much or too little time per question. Over here, it's obviously at 2 minutes I said it, but we took longer because we're chatting. Let's click on OK. Let's see what the error was. Now it says, although this answer choice corrects the original grammatical error by changing the present perfect has not been to the past perfect tense, which we knew, it is stylistically flawed because of the redundant phrase both and at the same time. Now obviously when we say both at the same time, we're repeating ourselves. And that's why it's a stylistic flaw. It's called a redundancy. Now redundancies are what we check after we've eliminated all grammatical answer choices. And indeed, here there is a redundancy. Obviously we get to try again. Like always at MasterGMAT, we don't spoon feed you answers. We let you try again. Obviously in this case, we're left with C. Seems to be the best answer choice. There are no grammar errors. There are no stylistic issues. Let's click on it and make sure, of course. And impressive. Of course, we got the past perfect correct over here. We changed it from the present perfect to the past perfect, which is what we should have done. When there are two actions in the past, the first one is in the past perfect. That's it for now, and we'll see you soon with another question.